All right. So.
Okay. But so I called security and I was like, hey, like, I'm going to start sending kids down there because they were just out of control. It just got to the point where I had no other options. Like I kept kids individually after school. After class, I talked to their parents. I talked to them. I did everything I could. So I called security and I was like, this is the next step. So I told them, I was like, you guys have no more chances. Anything to disrupt me, anything to disrupt each other, anything that you're doing wrong in this class, I'm calling security and I'm gonna have them come down personally pick you up. And that was last week, and for the last 3 periods they've been great. So they took me seriously. They've been quiet. They've been working on their stuff. They've been really good.
So I hear that you went through every step that you had gone through, and explained to them your all of the steps that you have gone through, and how you have undertaken, everything that you have undertaken, and now you're like, okay, now here's the ultimate consequence. Exactly. Your choice in your court.
Yeah, exactly. So then they took me seriously, which I didn't know if it was going to work, but I tried everything else. So that ended up working. And hopefully it continues to work from there. But that's been really good.
Have you had any positive reinforcement work at all? Because I remember that in the past you said that you were going to try some positive comments or...
Yeah, I definitely, actually quite a few of my students in that same period have been trying and have been doing really well. So one of my students, actually 2 of them.
Hi, yeah, we're having our meeting.
Oh, you actually videotaped?
Yeah.
Okay, I have so much fun, we'll talk later.
Okay. She's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So one of my, actually a few of my students, Jaime, actually the one that I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
And then Anthony, both of them got 100% of their last quiz. So I pulled them aside in front of a couple of their friends and I was like, hey, I was like, guess what you got in your quiz? They were like, I don't know, 50%. I was like, you got 100% in your quiz. And I gave them a high five and they were so excited. And after that, they really started working more. And they were like, hey, Ms. Earl, get this. Ms. Earl, look. Ms. Earl, I understand this. Yeah. Okay. So that was really awesome. So that's been happening the last couple times. And we have a test review tomorrow. Okay. And so, but they've been doing, and they have a test on Thursday, but they've actually been doing really, really well. So.
Yeah. So it's nice when you see it's not only the negatives but it's the positives. Yeah. So
and that's what
really
I want to
cool.
do. I want to feed off the positives, just like you were saying, try positive comments. And that's what I'd way rather do that, but that wasn't working for a while too. Yeah, so then it started being so negative. Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. They both of them were doing really well. Yeah. So
I like that you did that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So it made it feel good.
That's really positive.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
I know. So that's been really good.
Okay, so anything else going on at school?
No, I've been implementing a lot more technology. So I've been doing Kahoot, and which the kids love.
Yes.
But one of my classes, the bad period, my hardest behavioral period, they hacked into Kahoot. I didn't know you could do that. So there was 200 kids in my Kahoot at one point. I put the Kahoot up, and I didn't know you could hack into it.
Okay, so I went to a math conference. Okay. Right, and here's what I learned, and I will talk to. Did anybody tell you about the double sign-in?
No.
Okay, so what I learned at the math conference is that you can set it up to where you can do a double sign-in where they have to. I will send you the information.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Where it's brand new. It's something that a new thing that the kids are doing. So I will sign in for Kahoot. It's a brand new thing that it's a kids' new fun thing to do.
I know.
And so what they do is they send the link out to kids, and so what they do is other people will sign in and do the Kahoot too. So I will send that out to you.
So they're sending to other people in different classes or something like that? Or okay.
They're doing something where they're sending the link out, and they're doing it under social media. So site, And so you have to send it out. I will get that information for you because they did a fix on it.
Okay,
and
thank
so
you.
I will,
That would
I
be
will send that to
awesome.
you. And I learned that at the math conference.
Awesome.
So I will definitely send that to you.
Okay, because I had to stop playing with them. I played with them the other 2 periods, but I told them, like, I tried it 2 different times, and I was like, if you guys are going to do this, we're going to do a worksheet on it. Like, you're giving me no other choice. I'm trying to do something fun. It's more interactive. So I gave them a warm-up that was just, I made them sit there and do it, and they hated it. But I was like, I can't keep trying this. So anyways, that would be awesome. So that way I can do that with them. Okay.
I'll work on that today. And then, do you need the fix for the names already being applied to them?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, so I will get that too.
Okay, thank you.
Because that's also something that I learned, and that was just on the debrief from the math conference. So I will get that too.
Okay, that way it assigns their names.
Yep.
To that. Okay.
That already assigns their names, so you don't have to deal with any of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
So in that class, in particular, you can just like ride that wave of, well, there's your name.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Somebody's
That would be
name
awesome.
Apple and someone's name Orange, and sometimes it's mathematicians. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, that's way better. Okay.
I don't think that it's mathematicians in that one, but I think mathematicians is Pear Deck. I'm not sure. But.
Okay.
Okay.
Pear Deck. Yeah, I need to try more Pear Decks too. But it's good. It's just a really good way because it's hour and 40 minutes for my period for their blocks.
It's good breakup. Right?
Exactly.
Nice.
It's really good. So, but I feel like I'm finally getting like in the swing of things because I'm getting the hang of things more. Because honestly, the first couple months, I felt like I was just like, I know I told you, like running underwater. Like I was just like, I'm so exhausted all the time, so behind. But now I think I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. You know, I'm getting my routines, I guess, kind of in place and set, and it's a lot easier. So it's been easier on me, and I think it's easier on the kids too.
So what I hear you saying is that your routines are making it easier on you, and maybe your relaxed, your feeling of being a little bit more relaxed is making it easier on the kids.
That's true. Okay. Yeah. Especially the third period, I'm sure they feel it. I was like so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much at one time, but it's like finally starting to calm down.
I know that my students feel it.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that my students feel like when something happens at lunch where I'll have a student issue or something like that and my stress level goes up, they'll feel it, and you can feel like my 5th period will be different.
Exactly. And then they're different too because they feel you. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely been the case. So, yeah.
So that's nice. That's nice that you've like identified that and moved on. That's really good.
And then I had my IPP meeting or observation with my principal. And we reviewed it this morning, and she said I did really well. She said, she's like, your classroom, management is really great, and like your kids are behaving really well. They're working really well together. Oh
that's my light. My light goes off.
I know, mine does too.
Sorry, we're over. Meeting done. That's what I do with parents. Funny. Sorry, that's my parent meeting. We only have a little limited budget here.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, she said that all went really well. And then she said the only thing that she had a suggestion for is maybe calling names, like getting like popsicle sticks or like flashcards or something. That way all the students are like trying and all of them are involved. Because a lot of times, she said I call on the first person that raises their hand, and I do that. So she said if you have like flashcards or something and you're calling them that way, they're all accountable and they're all trying. And then they'll actually talk to their partner and be like, hey, what'd you get for this? Oh, I got that too. Okay, cool. Like if she calls on me, I'm set. Like I know that I got the right answer. And I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So I think I'm going to start doing that.
Have you looked up some different ways?
No, I was going to ask you because she just told me this morning.
Okay. So there are some apps that are kind of fun. I'll send you some apps on that.
Okay, awesome.
I think you'll have more fun with that,
to
be honest with you, than the popsicle sticks.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would also recommend, sometimes you can even do like popcorn where someone has to pick the next person.
Okay.
And so that way they're kind of a little bit on edge, and then sometimes if you pick one kid, they know they're going to be called next because their friend will call on them.
Right, that's true. Okay.
But then sometimes that leaves other kids out.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that if you mix it up.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
a good thing
if you're
to mix
always
up.
doing like one thing, it's also not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have seen and have done where I will tell them out loud, I'm not calling on anyone until I see at least 15 hands.
Okay.
So think about it, guys.
Okay.
And then if I don't see it in a couple minutes, I'll say, talk about it in your groups. And once you guys get it, raise your hand.
Okay.
And then what's happening is they're all going to get it, and then it gives somebody else a chance to say it.
Yeah, that's
true. So
true.
it's not so much that they don't understand it. It's just that they get a chance to actually say it.
Right.
It's when they're communicating it to the class, they kind of get more out of it.
Yeah, that's true. And to each other, you're making them like talk to each other and then communicate it to the class. Okay. Yeah.
So sometimes if you say, I'm not going to, 10-hand rule today.
Okay.
Today 10-hand rule. 5-hand rule today.
Yeah. So at least 5 people or at least 10 people have to get it. Okay.
So unless you see 10 hands or 5 hands, then you're not going to, talk in your groups.
Okay.
You don't have 10 hands.
Okay.
And that's a really easy way to get more students involved. And also, students will be more apt to put their hands up because they know that
they have to have 15
if we
people.
don't have 15 people, then we're not
going
going on.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to get to your homework. And so more people start putting their hands up because they're like, and then also they know they're going to end up having to answer a question. So they would rather answer the question they know the answer to.
Exactly. And have had time to think about and talk to other people.
So, and then another thing is with the popsicle sticks and stuff, and I would just suggest this, especially with the kids that sometimes when you pull the popsicle stick out, that kid doesn't know that answer, right? So so if you know that kid, sometimes I would pull the popsicle stick out and say, and give them a chance to pass and come back.
Okay.
Right? So Jimmy pass and come back, you know what I mean? They get a pass and come back. So then you put, if you're going to do a popsicle stick, then you're going to put Jimmy's popsicle stick out. And then the next question, you look at Jimmy and go, Jimmy?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean? That's a good idea.
Because Jimmy's on deck.
What about the students that are like...
Because you don't want to give Jimmy a heart attack.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, I have one student that I'm thinking about in particular that she doesn't like to have any kind of like attention on her at all, and that's in her IEP. Like she has an IEP, and she doesn't want to be called on, and so she'll sit there, and she does really well in the class, but she does not want to be called on. She doesn't want attention to her at all. Like, should I not include her in that and then tell her?
Okay, so let's think. How can we get a student that doesn't want attention drawn to them still participate?
Maybe tell me.
Okay, so let's think. One of the things that you said, what I heard you say, was that you were going to group students, right? So what I heard you say was put them in groups of 2 so that they were
talking to each other. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So
have her talk to someone that she's comfortable with. And then have her share out. Maybe
not her share out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Her
partner shares out.
Okay.
See, then she's participating.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
So it's the same idea that you had, except for you're not putting her on blast. She's still able to participate, right? She's still able to get that feeling of group, but you're not putting her in this huge group.
Right.
Right?
It's just one-on-one. Okay.
It's still a small group. She's still able to participate, and you're still getting the idea that she's sharing out.
Okay, I like that.
She's still participating.
Okay.
So you could do like group, 2x2s on some days or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
And that way she's still participating.
Okay. That's a good idea. No, I like that. That makes sense.
So it's kind of still taking your ideas.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you pick for your
inquiry? I am going to work on using technology, like in the classroom. I forget which one it was. I think it was 6. But I posted the 2 different, the Desmos activity I did and the Kahoot pictures. I posted that on, like, for the information, or what is it called? Application part of it, where you actually implemented it. Okay. And then I talked about it. So I'm writing like the summary right now. Okay. And then I'll be finished with that.
Okay. So did you share that?
Yeah. With you?
Yeah. Did you?
I didn't tell you that I did it, but it's on our shared document.
Oh, it's just on the shared document?
Yeah.
So when you add to that, just kind of shared again.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know that you did
that makes
anything
sense.
on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
it's not huge.
I'm not going to keep going back to that document unless I know that you put something on it.
Okay.
Because I'm not. I mean, I guess I could visit it every day, but this is not the way that we did it last year.
That's not effective. I feel like
right.
It doesn't make sense.
Unless what we could do if you'd like is I could set it up to where every Sunday I look at it, or if that would
that's
be
perfect.
better
I'll just
for you.
share it because it differs when I'm actually working on it.
So like if you just like after you type something, like I typed that I was. No, just like after you feel like, oh, I'd love her to check this out, or oh wow, see, that's it, meeting over.
For the second time today.
I know. What the heck?
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so you could just say, I'm gonna stop this.
Yeah.